Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Today is the second part of our series on my life roles, and the focus is on my role as a provider. A quick recap: what's the definition of the word failure? It is succeeding in things that do not matter. The problem with us is not that we are underskilled, it's because we are overskilled. We tend to do too much in life until at the end of the day we might be involved in things that do not matter. That's why when it comes to achieving authentic success in life, it starts by looking at our life roles, not at our life results. So the second role that we're going to talk about today is, what does it mean to be a provider? In the previous video clip, we talked about how to be a person, and that has to do with having the right priorities in life. Now, when it comes to being a provider, it talks about your energy level on a day-to-day basis. What energizes you on a day-to-day basis? Usually in a social situation, people would ask this question: what do you do for a living? And in response to this question, we might say, well, my job is to do this and this and this. This is what I do to bring food on the table, and these are the tasks which I need to get done on a regular basis. So the focus is on the job. What if the question is asked from a different perspective? Instead of saying, what do you do for a living? The question is, what do you live to do? What do you wake up to do every day? What energizes you to want to get out of bed? Then your answer will take on a very different tone. You will say, well, this is what I love to do. This is what energizes me on a daily basis. The thing is this: we all need to be a provider. We all need to provide for ourselves and for our family, but there are basically two paths to becoming a provider. Either you become a provider with a stingy spirit, or you become a provider by having a generous spirit. I would like to suggest here that a generous spirit is the better path to take in being a provider. It is only as we learn to be generous that we find that there is energy to love what we do in our job. Let me explain. There are two types of provider. The first type of provider has a stingy eye, and a stingy eye looks at applying his skill and expertise to accumulate, to see how much he can accumulate over the shortest period of time. His focus is this: I want to make my present life as pleasant as possible. The person with the generous eye, however, is working as a provider not to accumulate, but rather to assimilate. What does it mean to assimilate? To assimilate means being generous enough to live your life to pass on a positive influence to as many people as possible. So the focus is not so much just on my present life, which could be 70 to 80 years. I look beyond my generation. I look beyond my own lifespan to pass on my influence to as many people as possible, even beyond my age span. So to be an excellent provider, don't ask yourself the question, what am I accumulating in my life? Ask yourself this question: what are other people assimilating from my life? What are the influence that I could pass on? The first thing that you can pass on to be assimilated by others are skills. What are skills? Skills are the positive influence that you spread that will help other people to improve their competencies. The things that you have learned helps to bring about creativity. The shortcuts that you have learned over the years will help other people to improve faster and achieve greater efficiency. So there's a lot of things in terms of skills that you can pass on for others to assimilate. The second thing that you can pass on is in the area of service. Now, I'm not talking about customer service per se. I'm talking about your influence to the community. what are you contributing to the community? What needs are you meeting in the community? And this goes beyond your job. You know, you could be helping out in an underprivileged home. You could be helping out the those who are down and out. You could be involved in restoring and helping married couples or giving counseling to troubled teenagers. Don't just limit your area of providing to just your job alone. Consider your influence in the community. Thirdly, it's about standards. Standards referring to personal values that influence one's convictions. Now, what are convictions? Convictions is a set of personal beliefs that are true, something that you are confident that is true, right, and just. Don't be just doing a job that is opposite of your personal values. If you're involved in a job that is aligned with your personal values, that is in line with your personal beliefs, then you would love what you do. And on top of that, you have something that you can influence other people with. And other people would be motivated by the personal belief system that you have and the high standards of moral value that you have. And then what you do on a daily basis will develop conviction in the lives of other people as well. So take a look at the job that you currently do, the work that I'm involved in. Am I passing on relevant skills to other people? Am I also taking time off to service the community? Sometimes it could be servicing other people within the company as well. Or am I living my life such that as I provide for my family and others, I uphold high standards and high personal values? If you can say yes to these three criteria, then you are being not only just a provider, but you are being a energetic provider. You know, on a day-to-day basis, you have the energy to wake up every morning, and when people ask you, what do you do for a living? Your answer will be, this is what I love to do in life, because I'm passing on skills, contributing in service, and also living a life of conviction and high standards. This, at the end of the day, are the element of a person who has a generous attitude in life to provide and to give, rather than being stingy and to accumulate and to hoard. Think about it. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Thanks for watching.